First, you have to create the memory area always. If you are writing the data or if you are storing if you want to store the data, if you want to give any inputs, variables has to be created. That's why I am creating an area here. First, the naming that area in the name of data1, any name you can give. And I am storing the data type is data only, means numbers or text or characters, anything that is data only. And should be read only, because whatever the inputs we are giving, that should not be changed later. And next is num1 is a variable name. DCD is decimal, not decimal. It is not a decimal value. It is define constant data, means I am defining the constant data value. That constant data value we will be representing in the form of decimal value. Okay, decimal value 65535 represents in hexadecimal is FF. Okay, and another variable I am taking with the variable name num2. DCD same decimal constant, defined constant data, that is 65535. Then next, I want one more area to store the results after completion of multiplication. That's why area data2, it is also type of data is data and read and write, because whatever the results I am getting after the completion of the execution of your program, you have to store it into this memory. That's why write option also has to be given to them. That's why read and write option. Result is the variable name and memory address is storing the 0, because initially you don't have any results. Store it with the value 0. Next, I want to write the program. To write the program, one more area we have to write, because you are writing the code in any memory area. That's why area, what we are writing in the form of text. That's why represent them in the form of dot text to colons. And code, what type of data we are writing the code. And it is a read only, always whatever the programs we are writing, it will be in the form of read only option. Okay, after writing the program, we can't change that code after installing it into the software. Okay, export it into main memory, entry to the main program, double underscore, it is double underscore main. Here, what we have to take out, first we have to take out the address where our variables are stored. After that, we have to take out the data in which memory address it is stored. For that reason, as we have discussed in the previous class, load, what it will do, load register will take out the address of the variable 1. See, variable num1 area we have described. Na? We don't know in which address, memory address, we have created our variables. For that reason, you have to take that memory address. How to take that memory address? Equal to num1, where that num1 variable is stored, that memory address will be given to R0. Okay, that memory address will be given to R0. Then num2, variable num2 address will be stored to R1. Two variables are there. I am storing them into R1 and R0. Next, now address we got. In that address, what data is present, that data should be stored to the register R2. To do that, you have to use normal square bracket R0. R0 will be having the address of num1. Okay, that address will be storing the value what? 65535. That 65535 will go to R2. That is FFFF. Okay, always it will transfer the data in the form of binary or hexadecimal values only. Now R3 will take num2. Num2 address is present in which register? Which
R1.
register? R1. Yeah, square bracket. Then that data will be stored into R3. Now what we have to do? What is the program says?
Multiplication.
Multiplication of two numbers. That's why what is the instruction? What is the instruction?
Mul.
MUL. Of what two registers we have to do?
R0 and R1.
No,
No, R3 and R2, ma'am.
R2 and R3. And
Yes, ma'am.
store the result in some other register. Then it will be easy for you. That's why take out one more register, R4, comma, R3, comma, R2. Means you will be multiplying R2 and R3 values, means actual values which you want to do the multiplication. Results should be stored in
R4.
R4. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Till now we have done we got the result. You can do it in other way also. You can use less number of registers also, no problem. See here, one more type of writing this multiplication is also there. See, I can write it as mul R2, comma, R3, comma, R2. This also can be done. See, multiply R2 with R3 and store the value into R2 only, because now we don't need any input values in that registers because already multiplication results we got. That is also okay. Using less number of registers, you will get the result. Okay.
Ma'am, after multiplying R2 will be empty, ma'am.
No. See, R2 after multiplication, R2 and R3 will be retaining the previous value. This is FF value. But after multiplication, we don't want that value. You know, no? Only once we are doing multiplication. Then, if the result changes or data changes in those registers, won't affect your program. That's what I want to tell you. See, R2 is having FFFF, R3 is also having FFFF. Multiply those two and store it back into R2 only, no problem, because once again you are not doing any multiplication. If you are getting confused with this, don't worry about these things. Simply take one more register, multiply these two register values, R2 and R3, and store it into new register. That will be better for you, I think. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And after this, R4 is having the actual result. Correct?
Yes,
This,
ma'am.
yeah. Whatever the data present in R4, I want to store it in what? I want to store it into results. But we don't know the memory address of the result first. That's why first we have to take load. What we have to, any other register
R4.
like R5 you take. R5 comma is equal to result. Okay. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now I think you are getting what to write, what not to write. Means the memory address of the result will be stored in R5 now. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to store the result into the memory address of result. Okay. That's why store. You want to store it str. What value you want to store? Where is the result? In which register result is present?
R5.
R5 or R4?
R4, ma'am.
R4, ma'am.
R4 is having the multiplication result, which should be stored in the memory where the variable name is result. Okay. R4 is having the result, and where you want to store? In the memory address of R5. Understood? Any doubts?
Ma'am, can explain. Ma'am, can explain only this one, ma'am. LDR R5 is equal to result.
See, what I have done here, you got now, that is variable value num1 is there. Its address should be stored in R0. Understood this part?
Yes, ma'am.
The same way I am doing here. Result I have declared here. You can see now.
Yes, ma'am.
Result
Result
I
is
have
0.
declared. This is an one more memory address where I want to store the results. The memory address of this variable result I am taking out into register 5. In register 5, I have the memory address of this 0. Okay. This 0, I want to change it with the result. What is the results we got in is stored in R4. After multiplication of FFFF, you will get the result. That FF results will be stored in R4. That result will be given into the memory address of result. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, take out your calculators, multiply FFFF with FFFF, 16-bit value. Tell me the results. This is your last instruction, that is here be here. Till the completion of this your program, it will be continuously running in this the infinite loop. Okay. After completion of your program, it will go there. Understood everyone? This one, this program. If any doubts are there, you can ask me now only. Using this type of instructions only, you are writing next programs also. For that reason, I am telling you. And one more question, I'll put it in the quiz, or I'll put, oh yeah, I'll put new quiz today. You have to write one program and upload it. In that way, I'll give you. Okay. Everyone. In any way you can write. If you know the instructions, if you know how that instruction will work, what are the registers we can use, then easily you can write the program. Simply don't make it complicated to yourself only. Okay. You want me to show how to use the immediate values directly without the memory address?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. We will write that one more program today, and I'll give one quiz section. In that one more program I'll write. You have to clear it within 1 hour or 2 hours. I'll give. You have to give it back or return it back to me. That will affect your assignment marks also. I am telling you, every time whatever the quiz I'll give, all the marks will be available there only. I'll give the marks for each and every person who is giving assignments, who is giving quiz, everything. Overall average I'll take for your assignment marks. Simply don't quarrel with me later. If you are not submitted, it is 0. If you are submitted, it will be full marks. In that way, I'll give. If you are trying also, I'll give full marks. Without trying, simply don't ask me the marks. Okay. And here, using the immediate value, how we can give the do the multiplication function. Two type is there. After storing the immediate value into register, you can multiply, or else directly using the immediate values, you can multiply. Both also I'll show you. First thing is move. Here we are moving. Store and load is related to memory. If you are using the memory sections, memory functions, then you have to go with this load and store functions. But if you are using directly memory address, and if you are using the registers, then you have to use move. Okay. Here I am taking or not, comma. Whenever you are using immediate values, hash will be used. That we have seen already. 0 X represents your immediate value. What immediate value I want to give? Any value of 16-bit value we can give. In previous we have given FFFF. Na? Here I can give FF06. Anything you can give. That should be capital always. FF06. Any value you can give. That is an immediate value. I am storing it into register first. Then what we can do, one more value you want, because two 16-bit value I want now. That's why move R1, comma, hash 0 x F045. Any value I can give. Okay, these two values. You have moved already. R0 and R1 is having two 16-bit values. Direct values are there. Then no need to store or load from any memory. Directly go for multiplication. How to do multiplication? What is the multiplication? How we can do? Any one more register you take. R2, comma, R1, comma, R0. What it will do? It will multiply this value with this value and store it into R2. Result is present in R2. No need to do any other function. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. One more thing, what I told you, without using those registers also, directly you can do multiplication. How? Directly go for multiplication instruction. Whatever the result you want to store, write that register number that I am taking it as R2, and whatever the direct immediate values we have, that you will write here. 0, X, same values I'll take, FF, 06, comma, immediate value 0, X, F0, F045. This is also okay. Any type of programming is okay. If you know the proper functioning of each and every instructions, then only you can do this type of function. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Multiplication of 6 to 16-bit value, 3 ways we can do. Okay. If you are going with this type, then no need of this part. This part is not needed. Memory is not used. Directly you are taking the immediate value. Directly you can write that information. But you have to start with this instruction, minimum basic instructions you have to write. That writing the code you are writing, read only instruction, and export main, entry main program, and write the main program here and exit. Okay.